Well, well, well. Damn. God damn. Okay. Okay, Jake. Okay. I don't even know how to intro this video, bro. Jake Paul just knocked out Andre August in the first round. Jake Paul sent Andre August to the shadow realm, to the graveyard. Andre August is where the Undertaker lives, in the darkness. That's where the fuck Andre August is now. I genuinely, I literally said Jake Paul and Andre August was going to go 8 rounds. It was going to be a competitive fight. Jake Paul was going to win by decision. No knockout, no. No knocking, competitive fight, no. Jake Paul just had to turn and go, what? Decision? No knockout? Competitive? What? And had to make a dick out of me again. So thanks for that, Jake Paul. Thanks for that. Man, I don't even know what to say. Literally, Jake Paul came out. Jake was probably the most calm and loose I've ever fucking seen him. He's been calm a lot. Probably the most calm and loose I've ever seen him. Literally came out to singing, rocking around the Christmas tree. I don't even know what the fucking song is called, but he was fucking rocking around vibing. Vibing like he's going on a stage to fucking perform his music, but no, he's getting in a ring to punch people in the face and get punched in the face. Came out, looked very loose. It did only last the first round. Like it literally lasted like 2 minutes and 12 seconds or something like that. And Jake Paul knocked him out. One thing I'm happy about, one thing I'm very, very happy about. I would have liked the fight to go longer, but one thing I'm very happy about, the punch Jake knocked him out with. The punch Jake knocked him out with was an uppercut. And anybody who watches the videos on this channel knows, because I've preached it countless times, whether it's in the videos or whether it's the people I know, I've said, there's an important punch that a lot of YouTubers, just no YouTubers basically, throw, and I don't get it, which is the uppercut. The uppercut is one of those punches that can be the most dangerous, devastating punch that you can throw for many reasons. One of them is because the power that goes into it. When you throw a shot, when you're jabbing, when you're putting combos together, you want to stay light in your feet so you can hit, move, hit and move, hit and move. That's what you want to do. But when you're going for that knockout power, when you're throwing that hammer, those heavy bombs, you got to plant your feet, you got to put your power into it, you got to twist your hip into it. The uppercut, when thrown correctly, the whole point of it is you stance your feet, you put your feet, you dig them into the fucking ground, right? And you come down, so you sit on it, you sit on that shot, you sit on the shot, and you come up and bang. And the seconds, right? Because sit on it, come up, bang, that's a lot of leg strength bouncing you up into that punch. So that's going to be a heavy punch. Second one, no one expects it. If you're fighting Jake Paul, if he throws the overhand right, you expected it. If he throws the jab, you expected it. Those are punches you expect from Jake. Those are punches you expect from other YouTube boxers. You don't expect the uppercut, especially from people. You never really expect the uppercut, especially from people who didn't start as boxers, who are YouTubers, because you're like, well, the uppercut's one of those shots that you can't really see coming, because the jab is right in front of you. You can see it coming. You may get caught by it, but you can see it coming. The overhand right, you may get caught by it, but you see it coming. The uppercut is one of those ones, if you have your guard up like this, you're not looking down. You're not looking down to where his hands are. So when he brings his hand here, you probably think he's going to go bang over the top. No. So if he goes boom, you can't look down, because if you look down to see where his fist is, now you're not looking at him. But if you stay looking at him, now you don't see the fist coming up, and bang. And I think when an uppercut is landed correctly and precise, can be the most damaging, devastating punch in your arsenal. We even saw it with KSI versus Tommy Fury. KSI didn't land it, but he backed up, he threw an uppercut, and I even said if he landed that, Tommy Fury's head would have fucking came off and landed in the fucking 5th row, because it was one of those punches. He obviously needed to do better with the punch, but that's the point. Jake Paul won by uppercut. I've been preaching this countless times. Finally, someone threw an uppercut and it paid off. Now, there's not much to break down in this fight. There is not much to break down in this fight. The only thing I've taken from this fight is clearly, Jake Paul came out vibing, very loose, very confident. He said he was going to get a first round knockout. Jake Paul sat down and wrote his little Christmas list to Santa about what he wanted, and wrote first round knockout of Andre August. And Santa delivered. Clearly, Jake Paul was a good guy this year, because Jake Paul sat down and goes, "Dear Santa, this is what I'd like this year," and wrote down first round knockout. And Santa ate his cookies, drank his milk, and granted his fucking wish, because that's exactly what he got. Jake Paul got his Christmas present early. Lucky motherfucker. So there's not much to break down because it was so short. The only things I took from it was, I think Andre August, I think the occasion got to him. I know that kind of sounds stupid because he's 10-1-1. He has an amateur career. He's a 3 times Golden Glove champion. So I know it sounds stupid saying the occasion got to him. And it wasn't even like a massive venue. What I mean by that is, I think Andre August understood that Jake Paul may not be the most skilled boxer he's fought, but he's the biggest boxer in terms of name. And I think he realized that if he beat Jake Paul, although I don't think it would have projected him, he might have got more fights. But also, if he lost to Jake Paul, well, then he kind of looks stupid. And I think that because of the status, not because of he fought Jake Paul as a good boxer, I think because of the status, he underestimated him, but he also crumbled under pressure a little bit. I think that's what happened. And also because he's taken, 3 years off. He only had one fight come back and he kind of looks slow. That's no diss on Jake. As I said, I think Jake picked his opponent very well. He picked someone who had more experience, more knockouts than him, who also was on a 3-year hiatus or whatever, and then came back, had one fight, and then got him. So basically, Jake Paul said, "You have the experience, you have the knockout, you're coming back, you're going to have a bit of rust on you, but you have everything else in your arsenal. So you having the rust on you and me being consistent," because Jake Paul's been fighting 3 fights a year for the past few years. So Jake Paul's been consistent. He hasn't. So he's going to be rusty. Jake Paul's going to be fresh. That to Jake, he said, "Right, you have the experience. My freshness and your rustiness kind of evens it out, that your experience and my consistency kind of matches, so it's a fair fight." So Jake picked the fight well, and Jake done it. Jake got in there. He said first round knockout. I didn't think he was going to fucking do it. Jake decided to make me look like an asshole. Okay. Jake decided, you know what, man? I'm going to make you look stupid. Again. So, Jake done that. Again, the only things I took away was, I like the fact Jake implemented his jab. My only issue with, I'd like to see that jab be a lot more stiff. My issue with Jake Paul's jab, he flicks it. He flicks it. He does like Logan Paul. Logan Paul kind of throws the punches like this, right, with no power behind. Jake flicks the jab. He doesn't go boom. He doesn't go boom, like with a snap and stiffness. He kind of just, for the sake of hitting you. So I like the fact he's been like, right, lead the jab, lead by jab, lead by the jab. If you're going to throw the right, if you're going to throw the uppercut, if you're going to throw a combo, throw the jab first. The jab is the most important tool in the box, because it is the tool that you use first to use the opportunity to use other tools. That is the most important tool in the box, to use it. I just would like him to get a bit more stiff on it, and that's it. Then, obviously, he threw the uppercut, which I'm happy about. But there's not really much to go off, man. Andre August didn't really fight too well, but it didn't really give him much of a chance. Jake Paul showed, okay, I'm learning how to use the jab. I would just like it a bit more stiff, as I said, and that's it. But you can't really judge much because it wasn't that long of a fight. But either way, Jake Paul knocked him out. Jake Paul got his Christmas wishes granted. And I can go to bed early, I guess. I mean, it's 5 a.m., so I can't really go to bed early. But, Jake made me go to bed earlier. So, thanks, Jake. I appreciate it. But, yeah, man, not much to go off. But either way, I just wanted to get on here, give you my opinion, let y'all know that I saw it, and see what your opinions is. As always, hope y'all think a positive, test negative. Hope y'all have an amazing day. Let me know in the comments down below what your opinions are of the fight. How do you think Jake performed, even though it's like a small, it's not that long of a fight? How do you think Jake performed? Who do you think Jake should fight next? Because Jake didn't go 8 rounds, and he only went literally not even a round, he's fresh enough to fight as early as February or March next year, which would be good. If he wants to keep his 3 fights per year, he can fight as early as that, which would be great to see. So who do you think Jake Paul should fight next? How do you think he fought? The small little part you saw of him, what do you think he can improve on? Let me know your opinions down below. But yes, as always, have a great day. Stay safe. I'll see you in the next one. So, peace. Fearless.